Shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode is a sponsored video about ECOC Financial Growth, a project that is creating a revolution in the DeFi world by making DeFi simple. So if you want to find out more, stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here. Like I said, today's video is a sponsored episode. Yes, this means I'm somewhat of a sellout, but I let you know I do it up front. And in the beginning of this episode, I'm going to go through what is ECOC Financial Growth, all the things about it, and at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about the project. If you want to skip to that location, you can just check out down in the comments for the timestamp, or if you're just not into sponsored videos, please check out all the other videos I have on my channel that are not sponsored. Okay, so ECOC Financial Growth, creating a revolution in the DeFi world by making DeFi simple. Now, if we go take a look for the information about ECOC Financial Growth, there's not that much out there. They have a website, efg.finance, that talks a little bit about the project. It talks about the EFG token, the GPT token, and why EFG and GPT. And then they have a white paper, which is very, very complex. And they also have a yellow paper, which is very, very complex. Now, furthermore, there's a dashboard which is under construction, coming soon. And other than that, there's a few articles out there. All of these articles tend to focus on the same thing. 5 different price theories: arbitrage price theory, option price theory, capital asset management pricing model, modern portfolio theory, and efficient market hypothesis. Same thing in this one, and same thing in this one. Where are we going? Down here. Okay, and furthermore, same in this one. So we're going to do our own little thing where we take a look at all the information, bring it all together for you, so that way you can know a bit about ECOC Financial Growth. Now, it's based off of a project called ECOC, which when they first contacted me about doing a sponsored video, it was doing a sponsored video for ECOC, which seemed like a good idea because it's basically taking all the carbon footprints and everything and putting it on the blockchain. Sounds like a great idea. Now, ECOC is a trustless, low-cost, developer-friendly project bridging existing chains and virtual machines. It's fast and easy, 32-second block times, and 560 transactions per second. Now, ECOC Financial Growth is a DeFi project that's based off of that's aimed to make DeFi simple and more profitable for you. Now, based upon 5 theories, and I have a feeling these are the 5 most important things about the project out there. Modern portfolio theory, which offers a tool to minimize risk on an expected profit level, or vice versa, that is to maximize returns on a specific risk level. Capital asset pricing theory is a tool which considers expected returns and risk on an individual asset. Options pricing theory, which calculates the probability that hedging collateral data will be exercised within the price at maturity and as expected. Efficient market hypothesis supports the belief that for all assets, the market price is very close to the actual fair price. And arbitrage pricing theory, asset pricing that holds so that an asset's return can be forecasted with the linear relationship of an asset's expected returns and the macroeconomic factors that affect the asset's risk. Now, while these things may be the 5 most important theories associated with this project, it doesn't seem to me like they're anything specific to this project. Like, these are just financial theories. I don't understand how they make this any different than any other financial object out there. But let's go on. EFG token promotes development, improves construction, adopts hedging characteristics. Now, the other token is the GPT token. It provides solid credit channel, delays settlement of mortgage assets, and increases the grace period. So, how does this EFG dApp work? Well, you supply the ECOC coins as collateral. So you have to buy these ECOC coins as collateral. Then, with the borrowed amount, you receive a loan. The maximum borrowed amount is dependent on how much you deposit, clearly, calculated via liquidity and current value, and it's the maximum amount offered at the time. Now, returning the borrowed EFG loan, you get to repay the EFG loan, to pay borrower's total interest, and debt calculated via EFG repay function. Now, there are some things to remember. The borrower's rate depends on asset and liquidity. The borrowed loan and interest are not required to be repaid daily. And the important thing is borrowed loan can be liquidated if collateral plus interest equals 60% collateral, which means that unless the value of EFG token stays the same or goes up because you're accumulating interest all the time, unless the value of ECOC token stays the same or goes up, you're going to get liquidated once it reduces to 60% collateral. So the coolest things about EFG are they have wrapped tokens, they have air swaps, and they have oracles and DeFi, obviously, clearly, because that's the craze. So, my thoughts, okay? Before we get into my thoughts, it is something that I did want to bring to your attention in one of these articles here. I think it's this article here on Cointelegraph, okay? I think it's best said right here, okay? As a decentralized finance boom surged in mid-August, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin warned his followers about the crypto craze. Unless you really understand what's going on, it's likely best to sit out or participate with only very small amounts. So that is an article, a sponsored article about EFG Finance, and just keep that in mind whether you think about whether to invest or not. Now, my thoughts, good and bad. And I did have to stretch a little bit to come to these good things, but these are the good things. It is a sponsored video. They did pay me to make this. I am a bit of a sellout for doing this. So, good. DeFi ecosystem around existing project. Like I said, when I accepted to do the sponsored video, it was for EcoChain Finance, or excuse me, for EcoChain, which I thought could be a very interesting project. This came out, I don't know, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. Seems like they're trying to hop onto the DeFi craze, even though they've told me, no, they're aiming to make DeFi simple. However, DeFi is complicated to understand. This, I don't even understand at all. But still, that's one of the good things. DeFi ecosystem around an existing project. 2, limited supply, only 1 million tokens. Now, because of that, we know Bitcoin only has 21 million tokens. So if there's only 1 million tokens, even more limited supply, maybe supply and demand price might go up. Third good thing, oracles and Turing complete. Now, those are very cool in and of themselves. We all know about Chainlink oracles, Band Protocol, and now oracles on EFG Finance. Fourth, we have GPT extending the liquidation time. So as you remember in this slide right here, you get liquidated unless the price goes up. Well, you can extend that liquidation time with GPT token. Fourth, not a stablecoin. Fifth, low gas fees and fast transactions. Now, the other thing I should mention is just, I think that this, oh wait, we're talking about the good. Okay, so that was the good. Okay, the bad. First off, bad website. Okay, I've always said, you know, if they can't have a good website, why invest in a project? The website, clearly, I could base it, I think there's a correlation between the looks of a website and how a project does. Clear correlation between that. If they don't even have a good website, yikes. Okay. Second, lacking information. I mean, this is really all the information to go on. Their yellow paper and their white paper just basically talks about financial theory. It says this much about what their project actually is, how it's going to work. Third, highly speculative. I mean, this is a project that's built off of the success of EcoChain, and so far EcoChain hasn't been very successful. It's down to like 60% of its initial value. So you're basically betting on the success of that project by putting your money in this project. Highly speculative. I mean, it could go good. DeFi is popular. Could DeFi projects work out well, but may not. Fourth, limited use case. Like I said, it depends upon EcoChain. Now, granted, you can do air swaps between different projects, but why would you buy this to air swap with something else? Doesn't make sense. They're not bringing anything new to the market with that. Fourth, confusing math. The white papers make no sense. I mean, take a look at some of this stuff. The typical investor is not a mathematical genius. I studied physics in college, and I don't even understand most of this math. I mean, look at this. They have all types of crazy mathematical theories. Okay? Who's going to understand this stuff? It's basically just to confuse us to purchase it. And next, I think they're jumping in the DeFi craze. Totally think they're jumping in the DeFi craze. I also think with the confusing math, there's a confusing financial theories. Like these 5 financial theories are not only, I mean, basically everything out there uses these financial theories. These are financial theories on why the price is what they are. It's not going to do anything different for EFG Finance. So guys, those are my thoughts on this. Obviously, take what you want from it. Like I said, this article says it the best. Unless you really understand what's going on, it's likely best to sit out or participate with only very small amounts. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate it. If you like the video, click the like button. If not, don't. And I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.